This chapter was crazy. I really loved it. I reread it a few times and it was very exciting. Hey guys, welcome to the quick review of the newest One Piece chapter, number 943. It's called Smile. We have Yasuo's flashback again, and we see our retainers, our red scabbards, in the past, how they looked when they were young. We still see Denjiro and Kawamatsu as silhouettes, but we kind of see their big smiles. We see that Kinemon had like white hair. It was dyed hair. I don't know what color it is because it's black and white manga, but he dyed it. What's more interesting is that Okiko kind of looks like Aizo. She actually does not look like Okiko. I'm not even sure if it's her. And in present time, all retainers mourn Yasuo. They are crying. Kawamatsu even is crying. Shiradoji, he is not crying, but he looks saddened, of course. In contrast, Abyss of Fog are still laughing. They can't stop. And surprisingly, we get the explanation right this chapter. It's explained to all of the Straw Hats by different people in different places, and it's also explained to Kinemon and Inuarashi by Shiradoji. And we learn that Orochi is not delusional about the state of his country. He wants it to be a happy country, but he's not really concerned about its people. He just wants an illusion of paradise. We'll get back to this later when we'll talk about the smiles and how they affect people. Shinobu refers to these everlasting smiles as masks. Maybe it's another reference to that Abyss god of fortune, who is always depicted as a smiling man. Like they all are wearing masks of this Abyss god. But it is just a metaphor. It's not how this works. They are not actually masks. It's not like they were affected while they were handling smiles, or maybe they took part in manufacturing them, or maybe their sad emotions were taken as an ingredient for smiles. No, they actually ate these smiles, this Abyss fog. It really is a side effect. You see, the success rate is 10% with these devil fruits. So out of 10 people who eat artificial devil fruit smiles, only one person can get its real effects. Other 9, they get only side effects. They lose their ability to swim, and in addition to that, they lose the ability to become sad or angry. So within Kaido's crew, we have 3 groups. First is waiters. They are waiting on their devil fruits. They didn't get one yet. The second is gifters. They ate their fruits and they got real powers of zone devil fruit. And the third one is pleasures. They only got side effects. So we have these unfortunate people on Kaido's crew too, who ate these devil fruits and only got inability to swim and inability to cry and inability to get angry and nothing else. You see, these pleasures, they only beat their fruits. They didn't eat them whole. And all these fruits, they look like apples. Orochi, as I said before, he wants only an illusion. He was saddened by these people crying and being unhappy in general. But what did he do? He didn't try to help them. He just took all these faulty smiles and he fed them all the smiles as leftovers. Even after grasping what these fruits actually do, poor folk, they still ate them all because they were hungry. I guess the reason why we didn't see these effects in the previous leftover town we visited is because Orochi only gave these faulty fruits, to nearby leftover towns, near Flower Capital, so he wouldn't have to listen to their cries and complaints and all that, because he wants to live in an illusion of paradise in his bubble. The chapter is coming to an end, and we see that Otoko, she's kneeling over her dad and she's trying to heal him with the toad oil Sop was selling. Hiyori begs her to come back to run, but she doesn't listen, and the Sop cries that, "No, Otoko, this toad oil is not..." He doesn't finish, but we can presume that, of course, this toad oil, it won't do anything. It's fake. It won't help Yasuo. Orochi sees Toko and he prepares to shoot her. But 2 silhouettes come for the rescue. Sanji and Zoro, Zorojuro and Sandoro, they finally met each other. Guys, what is about to go down? Will they fight alongside each other? Will they fight against each other? Will they have a serious talk right in the middle of all of this? Now let's get to speculations. Is it coincidence that Okiko looks like Aiza in her younger days? Is this really Okiko? Is she actually a guy? What if it is Aiza and Okiko was a later addition? The makeup is kinda different from the makeup that Aiza has, but that person, they don't really look like Okiko. Also in that flashback we saw Denjiro with a big smile, and for me he actually looks like that Kamazo, the manslayer. Talking about Abyssal folk and that side effect they got, it seems there's no way of helping them. There's no way of returning sadness and anger to these people. There's no known way of extracting devil fruit powers out of a person, or is there? Could we find a cure? And lastly, Zoro and Sanji, they might fight alongside each other, bickering a bit, but later they will have a talk. Or maybe they'll fight alongside each other, bickering, having this talk right during the fight. I bet Zoro is going to tell him something about that Big Mom incident. What do you think will happen? What are your speculations? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. If you watched this fight, means you liked the video, so consider subscribing for more future content. See ya!